Good Thursday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to tonight's top stories, let's head outside and take a look outside our weather window from this afternoon. And boy, what a beautiful day all across north central Washington today. Let's head up to Lake Wenatchee. Beautiful up there today as well. Sun shining on the snow-topped mountains of the Cascades, and you can see the snow melting away now from Kaler Glen Golf Course at the bottom of your screen. Still a little snow there, but boy, it was a nice one today, and I hope you enjoyed it because tomorrow, not so nice. Wind gusts and windy conditions once again tomorrow, and we are part of that here in the Wenatchee area. Wind gusts possibly 35 to 45 miles an hour, and here's our temperatures. We are at the very bottom of your screen, and as we get into tomorrow, 60 degrees before our temperatures nosedive on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and even into the middle part of next week. So I hope you enjoyed today. We'll talk much more weather coming up a little bit later on. Now, a few of the news stories we're following for you tonight. The Douglas County Planning Commission will try again next week to hold a public hearing on a proposed 290-unit apartment complex just outside the East Wenatchee city limits. 8th District U.S. Representative Kim Schrier said yesterday that with U.S. oil companies making huge profits as consumers struggle to pay record high prices, it feels like, quote, gouging. And though we're still in the first week of April, wildfires are already becoming a problem across north central Washington. But first, our top story tonight, 84 former employees of Confluence Health who were fired for refusing to receive a COVID-19 vaccination have filed a class action lawsuit against Confluence Health in Douglas County Superior Court. The suit filed yesterday claims the former employees were not permitted to prove to Confluence Health that they possessed natural immunity to COVID-19 because of their working in close proximity to COVID-19 patients at the hospital, and that various COVID-19 vaccinations were neither safe nor effective. The plaintiffs are asking that a jury award them their jobs back, lost wages, and unspecified damages. The group is represented by Steve Lacey, with former Confluence employee Rebecca Lancaster serving as lead plaintiff in the lawsuit. Also a plaintiff in the suit is former Eastmont School Board member Joy Daw, who stepped down from the board only months after being elected to seek employment outside the area. The Douglas County Planning Commission will try again next week to hold a public hearing on a proposed 290-unit apartment complex just outside the East Wenatchee city limits. The Planning Commission will take up the Wilkinson development proposal at its 5:30 p.m. Wednesday meeting at the county's Public Services Building on 19th Street. The hearing was originally scheduled for the commission's March meeting, but after an overflow crowd showed up and the county couldn't get its Zoom video set up to work, it was rescheduled for this month. Neighbors to the former Orchard property on 5th and Lyle Streets have raised numerous objections, saying the complex would cause noise, parking, and traffic issues, among other things. The just over 24-acre property is zoned for residential low density. The county staff has recommended a 40% density increase to accommodate the project. The development would include a swimming pool, sports court, dog park, and an interconnecting trail. Well, 8th District U.S. Representative Kim Schrier said yesterday that with U.S. oil companies making huge profits as consumers struggle to pay record high prices at the pump, it feels like, quote, price gouging, unquote. Schrier directed her comments to oil company executives at a hearing of the House Oversight and Investigation Subcommittee.
I got to tell you, my constituents are hurting. They are worn down by 2 years of this pandemic. And now, just as they are getting back on their feet, they are being hit with skyrocketing prices at the pump and at the grocery store. Over $100 to fill up a truck, $75 to fill up my car's gas tank. And here's the thing, prices don't have to be this high. You all can make decisions today that will help our constituents tomorrow. Increasing production will meet demand and bring down prices. Frankly, given your profits, You could drop prices without even increasing production. Pre-pandemic, the U.S. produced about 13 million barrels per day. Now we're at 11, and we need you to step up now. And I'll tell you, when I tell my constituents, and they learn that at the same time they're paying these skyrocketing prices at the pump, $5 in my area, your companies are making record profits, they're mad, and they should be. Let me just lay out some numbers in case you think this is hyperbole, comparing 2021 profits with 2019, the last typical year. Exxon, 2019, $14.3 billion. 2021, $23 billion. Chevron, 2.9 up to $15.6 billion. BP, $10 billion up to $12.8 billion. Shell, 16.5 to 20.1. I think most of us would agree that this just doesn't feel fair. It feels like gouging. It even feels like profiteering. And right now we all have a role to play, a patriotic duty really, when there is war in Europe and gas prices are high and the American people are hurting, that oil companies should not be sending profits to shareholders. And you all are some of the biggest shareholders. I have introduced a bill to suspend the federal gas tax for the rest of the year. And right now, in the short term, most people think you should be using the money you have to extract more oil, meet demand, and bring down prices to give us, all of us, some relief.
Well, though we're still in the first week of April, wildfires are already becoming a problem in north central Washington. This week, firefighters have had to respond to several wildfires in Okanogan and Chelan counties. The State Department of Natural Resources said the Nespelem Creek fire north of Nespelem burned an estimated 200 acres on Monday. On Tuesday, the Chesaw Cemetery grass shrub fire south of Chesaw burned 15 acres. And on Monday, the Tarpiskin fire outside Malaga burned just over an acre and a half. That fire was believed to have been sparked by the remains of a legal burn over the weekend. Strong winds pushed the Tarpiskin fire toward the Columbia River, where firefighters from Chelan and Douglas counties were able to quickly contain it. Well, when we come back, the Chelan County Sheriff's Office is marking the first anniversary of its behavioral health unit by saying the number of mental health crisis responses has grown rapidly in just the past 3 months. The Washington State Parks Department will hold a dedication Friday for the refurbished Beverly Bridge, connecting the west side of the Palouse with the Cascade State Park on the east. And Grant County will hold a free tire cleanup event on April 22nd and 23rd in Quincy. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
At D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee, they believe your investment success begins with a personalized plan. A plan that is the roadmap you need to navigate your way to living your best years in retirement. D.A. Davidson can help you create a plan so you can take the time to enjoy the finer things in life. Let the financial advisors at D.A. Davidson help chart your retirement future today.
The best pizza in the known universe is right here in downtown Chelan, so come on up. For the best locally crafted beer and barbecue in Chelan, come on up.
For the best down-home scratch country cooking in north central Washington, you'll find it in Manson. Come on up.
Come on up. Come on up.
Come on up.
Are you a take charge kind of person? Consider a career as a health unit coordinator. You'll work to keep health facilities running efficiently by coordinating medical providers, patients, and departments. The Charter College Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator program can get you up to speed on basic patient care, health records management, health and safety procedures, and medical billing. And the 10-month online program includes a computer you keep. Get started at chartercollege.edu, where we work to get you to work.
Welcome back. In another news, the Chelan County Sheriff's Office is marking the first anniversary of its behavioral health unit by saying the number of mental health crisis responses has grown rapidly in just the past 3 months. BHU Program Manager Anna Gonzalez told Chelan County Commissioners on Monday that she and fellow crisis responder Erica Hamilton went on 36 mental health calls in January, 98 in February, and a whopping 154 calls in March. The two ride along with sheriff's deputies most weekdays and cover calls in almost all areas of the county. She said the goal is to divert people with mental health issues from county jail so they can get the help they need. Gonzalez said the unit also will be developing mental health response training for the sheriff's office and jail. Well, the Washington State Parks Department will hold a dedication on Friday for the refurbished Beverly Bridge connecting the west side of the Palouse with the Cascade State Park on the east. The decking on the former Milwaukee Railroad Bridge across the Columbia River was destroyed by fire in 2014. The Palouse to Cascades Trail runs along a rail corridor that stretches more than 285 miles from Cedar Falls to the Idaho border. As part of that trail project, the Toccoa Trestle was opened last month. The Beverly Bridge dedication tomorrow will be broadcast live on TVW Localtel Channel 95 beginning at 1 p.m. Well, when we come back, we will have coming up next tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come right here on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
Traditional values and innovation in honoring the life of each family we serve is part of the ministry of Heritage Memorial Chapel. Our staff is committed to walk with your family with compassion through this time of grief. We are here to help and here to serve, the right kind of help when you need it most. Heritage Memorial Chapel.
Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa has hot tubs in stock now. Spas are scientifically proven to improve sleep and ease arthritis pain. Let us help you find the perfect spa today. Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa is helping families reconnect, one hot tub at a time. Spring is more than just a time to clean. It's your time to renew, recharge, and spend time with the people you love. At Merry Maids, our cleaning services go beyond the basic services and provide you with a comprehensive clean that will re-energize your home and enhance your life. From everyday routine cleaning or deep cleanings, Merry Maids professional team members can provide you with an unrivaled experience. Call Merry Maids to schedule your cleaning today.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. Time now for our weekly Pause for Pets feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Tonight we are introduced to a barnyard friend up for adoption, a rooster named Hey Hey.
Hi everyone, my name is Haley and I'm with the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, and this week I'm showing off one of our many roosters, Hey Hey. He's actually, as you can see, pretty handleable. He's just perching on my arm and I'm not supporting him except for my arm. He's a pretty talkative, chill dude. A lot of our care techs and even some of our animal care control officers really like him because he's so full of personality. He's gotten better with handling with time. I believe he came in as an owner surrender. And he, as he's been here, he's gotten more social and outgoing. Some of his favorite snacks are his mealworms. He gets them every morning. Ooh, that's right. He gets them every morning with his morning mix. So roosters cannot be kept within city limits. So if you live within the city limits of any of the cities, unfortunately, you cannot take him. because of their crowing, it causes noise complaints. But if you live out in the county, you can definitely come take him. He just needs a nice coop, maybe a few hens to, lord over a flock with. But other than that, his care is pretty easy and simple. Just keep him contained so that way predators don't get to him, and he'll be right as rain. If you are interested in meeting with Mr. Hey Hey here, you can come on down to our shelter. He and a few other roosters are available for adoption, so if you don't get him, you can get another one.
The Wenatchee Valley Humane Society is located at 1474 South Wenatchee Avenue and is open 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and closed 1:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. for quiet hour. Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a great Thursday today. Let's get right to it. Unofficially today, wasn't it nice? 63 degrees at the airport. 59 is where we should be for this time of year. 1977. Wow, another record day. That back in 77, 83 degrees. 36 is where we started the day. 39 is our record, and 39 is normal. 28 our record low, and that was set in 1973. Sunrise 6:27, and the sun sets tonight at 7:39. Taking a quick look at tomorrow's high temperatures. Still nice, but tomorrow's going to be kind of ruined by all the wind we expect. 30 to 45 mile an hour gusts, especially Columbia Basin and Wenatchee. 64s in Ephrata and Moses Lake. 62 Quincy. 59 in Wenatchee, and then about 60 degrees up the highway, the corridor up into Chelan, Eniat, and into Omak, about 60 degrees. Tonight, increasing clouds and mild. In fact, very mild tonight with lows in the mid to upper 40s for us, and that's a lot warmer than we've seen. Then back to that wind. Here we go tomorrow. Low pressure here, high pressure here, tightens these pressure gradients, and we're going to see that for about the next 48 hours or so. Once again, high temperatures tomorrow, upper 50s to low 60s. For Saturday, here we go. More purple, which means more wind. Also throwing in the mix tomorrow, a 20% chance of rain showers, mainly along the Cascades. We may see a little of that, but much cooler Saturday with highs only about 50. Mostly cloudy once again for Sunday as we just see a mucky mess around the Pacific Northwest. It will be cool once again with high temperatures Sunday near 50 degrees. Starting off our next work week, we do have a little bit of a ridge over us, but lots of clouds and moisture riding through that ridge. A 20% chance of rain on Monday, and still very cool for this time of year with highs only about 50. A bit of a break on Tuesday. There is an area of low pressure right here off the coast. It will be chilly Tuesday with highs around 50, and then this system will move right over the top of us as we get into Wednesday. Cloudy skies, rain is likely midweek. Next week, you can see that all across Washington, and we are going to remain on the cool side with high temperatures Wednesday still only around 50 degrees. Tonight, we can expect 46 degrees, 59 tomorrow, and 35, and then rain showers Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Temperatures upper 40s to about 50 degrees, mostly sunny and 51 on Tuesday, and then 50 on Wednesday with a good chance for rain. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
What is home? A place to gather, a place to grow, provide shelter for the ones we love, eat, drink, restore, build trust. It's a place to rest when the workday is done, a place to find quiet after a night of good fun. What an honor we have at Guild to help own, finance, create, pave the way to live in home.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Thursday to you. The Wenatchee Wild evened its playoff series with Salmon Arm by winning Game 4 last night by a final of 5-1. Quinn Emerson and Cade Stibbe each scored 2 goals, and Andy Vlaha was in goal again. Fantastic, stopping 37 of 38 shots. Our checker had the call on the Wenatchee Wild Hockey Network.
Parker to Gasparini again, midpoint. Over to Somoza, top of the far circle. Down low side of the net. Shot taken from a steep angle. Shot. Save made by Say. Rebound score! A power play goal for Ian Somoza. The draw was back to the point. Poked off the blade of Hayduke, but then held in. Shot, and that is in the net. Score! Oh, it got deflected on the way through. Quinn Emerson just threw it towards the net. That bounced off of something and just fluttered up over the back of Owen Say into the back of the net. Silverbacks dished over to the left side. Serdachny finds Tassi. He shoots and he scores. Serdachny to Simon Tassi, who looped around. He was in the high slot, and he just beat Vlaha with a crisp snapshot low on the glove side. Lifted off the wall by Parker Murray, and now Somoza, and he's got Stibbe with him. Stibbe's in alone. He shoots. He scores! What a beautiful backhand move by Cade Stibbe. Got set up by Ian Somoza just like last night. Somoza and Emerson 2-on-2, and here they come through center. Somoza into the zone, cuts to his right. His shot, pad save, rebound, score! Quinn Emerson. Loose puck in the face-off circle, kicked away, and the Wild have it. Somoza over to Stibbe, and he's got help on the far side. He shoots, he scores! Spins a shot, that's blocked away by Jack Ivey. Lambert gets his own rebound. Oberle throws a check at the buzzer, and Lambert taking a couple of shots, and now a two-handed swat from Mackey as he hacked it. I think Bozer. But this one's over. We're headed back to Salmon Arm. Mackey still trying to shovel at Karpa.
Head to our website for some post-game comments, including from Chris Clark's son, Cooper. Wenatchee now heads back to Salmon Arm on Friday at 7 o'clock. No matter what happens Friday, there will be a Game 6 back in Wenatchee Saturday at 6 o'clock. Game 7, if necessary, would be back in Salmon Arm on Monday night. Well, the Seattle Kraken fell short on the road in St. Louis last night, 4-1. Jordan Eberle, only Seattle player to find the back of the net. The Blues outshot the Kraken 36-29. No time to rest. Seattle will play again tonight in Chicago. You can watch the action on Root Sports Northwest. Well, the Mariners' season opener in Minneapolis set for today has been postponed by bad weather. The forecast not good, so they have sent the game to tomorrow for opening day at 1:10. If it happens, Robbie Ray will get the start. Julio Rodriguez in center field. You can see it on Root Sports Northwest. Well, we have our final installment now of the series on an East Wenatchee boxer, Devontae McDonald. As trainer Mickey White suggested that Devontae make a move after just 3 amateur bouts. Here's part 4 of The Fighter Who Became a Boxer.
He's 25, pushing 26, and we had a conversation. I mean, I think he fought a minute and a half in total in his 3 amateur fights, and just said, you know, you're at that age, if you want to turn pro, I think you're good enough. Do you trust me? And apparently he did, and the rest is history. I've never wavered with Devontae. I've said since day one he's gonna wear a belt. And I know Wenatchee's not a big boxing community, but it will be. He's going to turn heads. He will be a champion. He's that good. As a fighter, I mean, naturally you have some confidence, but I don't know if he thought that he was going to be future world champ like we were telling him since day one. I mean, I just call him champ. I don't even call him Devontae. I just call him champ. And I think, well, now I know he believes it too. He's seen the progression. He's been there with some good guys, and he believes it as well, which is the most important thing, because I can believe it all I want, but he's got to believe it.
It means everything, honestly. Not just from them, but my family, my girlfriend, Chauncey. He actually told me, because I texted Mickey, I was like, I did horrible when we went and sparred last weekend. I texted him, I was like, I did horrible, but in reality, I did great. And Chauncey told Mickey, Mickey told Chauncey, hey, what's going, is he good? And come to find out, I did better than all the guys at that gym, so.
Devontae's first opponent he was lined up against was supposed to be his debut as well. And that guy pulled out. So the promoter calls me and says, hey, I got a guy, but he's already 2-0. He knocked his last guy out in 49 seconds. Before he could finish the sentence, I said, we'll take it. And he goes, you're crazy. I said, your guy's only got 3 amateur fights. I go, trust me, we'll take it. He went there and they put him first on the card and knocked him out in 1:15 seconds. That same promoter was on the phone with me last night for an hour and a half. Wants Devontae on every card that he has here, every card that he has in Mexico. I mean, they just fell in love with him. We had some offers. And again, I'm new to this as far as the management side of things, so I'm leaning a lot on Chauncey and other guys. And we had some offers in New York for a fight and in Virginia for a fight, and they said no. So I'm just kind of listening to them right now and taking Devontae wherever it goes. I was under the impression, let's fight all the undefeated guys and move them up the ranks immediately, right? They said no, and really it's a business. The guy that he was matched up with in Virginia was 5-0, Devontae? 5-0 with 5 first-round knockouts, and he immediately said no. And I said, well, Devontae can take him. I watched film on him. He goes, I know he can, but let's wait till he's 20-0, and Devontae's 17-0, and the dollar amount's a lot higher. I was like, oh, okay. I wasn't thinking that way. He goes, if he wipes everybody out now, I mean, you don't want him to wipe them all out at the beginning, basically. So, and that's where I'm new to this and just kind of leaning on them for the information.
Not being able to take them just kind of, it frustrated me at first, but when you look at the bigger picture, it's okay, maybe it is good to wait, and either way, I'm going to be fighting, or I can go spar, go to Seattle, go to Spokane, and spar guys. It's the same thing, because, you're actually going harder when you're sparring guys than you will in a match, because in the match, it's like chess. And then when you're sparring, you're just working on things.
The Chauncey Welliver guy that I mentioned, he said, I didn't know what to believe. You told me he was good, this and that. But now seeing him in his fight, because Chauncey helped us corner as well. We had him help us corner. And then he hosted the sparring last week, and he goes, that kid's going to be a champion. He goes, you literally have a champion. I go, I know. He's that good. So it's exciting for us and super exciting to watch Devontae, to see where he's come from and be able to do this. He's gifted. He's very gifted.
But I think one of the things that's the most special, honestly, is to watch Devontae, because he's always kind of just almost intrigued. It's we tell him these things and he's kind of like, really? And then to see it unfolding actually now for him and watch him just almost like a flower blossom, right? And it's priceless, really. He's such a good kid, and it's pretty neat to see this happen right before our eyes, and to see his response. It's neat because you can see the momentum and his confidence. It's just all coming together and starting. It's neat. It's really neat.
And I appreciate Mickey and Susanna and Devontae giving me access to that story. Grant, back to you.
Excellent work, Eric. Thank you very much. And now let's check in with Dan Kuntz for a look at what's coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Dan?
Thank you very much, Grant. On tomorrow's edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, my guest will be this guy, Alan Walker, the Executive Director of the Chelan-Douglas Community Action Council. Over 50 years in the Wenatchee Valley, but their profile, unfortunately, has been quite high over the last couple of years. Alan, what are we talking about tomorrow?
Hey, tomorrow we'll be talking about the Empty Bowls event. A couple dates coming up this month and later again next month as well.
For $15, you can't buy better fun than the Empty Bowls Project. We'll talk about that on tomorrow's Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Grant, back to you.
Alan and Dan, thank you very much. And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us and have a great night.